Hello everyone, my name is Neeraj Kaushik, and today we are here with you with one new more video on Canada Open Work Permit. Uh, we have been uploading number of videos related to this topic earlier even. There have been number of question queries that people have been posting to our comment box and writing to us. So to give clarity on all those points, I have gathered down those all queries and I'll go one by one. So before I proceed, I wish to confirm on this visa that what a visa is this. Uh, this is an dependent visa. So if you have your spouse studying in Canada, living in Canada, then you're eligible to apply for this visa. Okay. The question that somebody has asked is this visa for specific countries? No, this visa is not for specific countries. This visa is for pan world. So if you're living in any country, but your spouse is living in Canada on student visa or work permit, then you are eligible to apply for this visa. Okay. Another question that have been asked is, what is the minimum qualification of the fellow who is applying for this visa? In this event, there is no qualification required. Because this I'm saying because whatever the checklist that Canadian High Commission have sent all the details which are mentioned on there. Understanding those things, I have seen applications where there was no basic qualification requirement was mentioned or written. Okay, the next question somebody asks is about IELTS. You don't require to write IELTS exam. This is not mandatory for you if in case you're applying for this visa. Okay, another one is what sort of skills required for the candidate if in case they're applying for this. There's no specific skills required, there's no specific qualification required. It is a dependent visa because your wife is currently in Canada, so you become eligible to apply for this visa. That's the only eligibility criteria. How long it takes for the visa decision? Let's see, this is a kind of question where we can have an answer available to you just on the basis of the previous results that we had. Normally it is taking 4 to 6 weeks at least. Rest it depends on the rush which is being there in the High Commission of that particular country. How old should be the marriage and what marriage document should be used? There is no specific details mentioned in this that your marriage should be 6 month old, 3 month old or a year old. Though there had been this kind of query had been there from I think almost all the candidates whose visa application that we have dealt with in the recent. And therein I've done application where the marriage was like 1 month old. They have recently got married and we have applied their application. I think this is the minimum time that I've done an application. And if your marriage is as such, you can. So the answer to this is there is no specific time period which is available or which is to be mentioned, 6 months, 1 month, 2 months. It's just that you should be legally married and you should prove your marriage possibly. The same question has been asked in a different manner. The people say that if in case we are recently married, do we need to wait for it? No, you don't need to wait for it. Just as soon as you're married, just start collecting your documents related to your marriage, which includes your marriage certificate, which includes maybe photograph of the ceremony that you had, and along with this you can have proofs related to your ongoing relationship because it's a visa which is purely based on the relationship, so you need to prove it sometime with the documentation. So these are going to be the very important document in your application. How much are the funds required? See, but personally I believe as a consultant that I haven't seen any such kind of document as a part of requirement in the checklist of this particular visa. But I personally believe that if in case you're going to a country where you don't have a job but you have a job permission, work permission, so maybe it can happen that you get a job the moment you land, maybe in a week's time. It can also happen that you get a job of your choice, maybe say in a month's time or 2 months time. So for this particular period, it is good if in case you have money available for you because it's a dependent one and your spouse could be student and you should not be seen as a dependent on the student. So it is always good to have some funds available with you. So this you can have in the form of bank accounts. The amount required in this case varies. I mean, it should be like at least $4,000 to $5,000 minimum. There's another question, very smart question which has been asked. So can wife and spouse, means husband wife, can they apply together? So in this event I'll say that as per the required documentation from the spouse side, There is a document which is wherein the client has to prove that the student who's in Canada is an full-time regular student. So until unless the student goes to Canada and joins the college, this particular document cannot be available. So in this case, better that your spouse leaves, joins the college, gets this document. This is going to be a very important document in that case. And then they're going to be sending it to you here, and then you can apply. Should we apply online or a paper file? It's either ways. You put online or you put a paper file. The decision is going to be the same because the decision is based on the documentation that you put in. But I, as a consultant, personally prefer to go for an online process. That what are the documents required from the spouse who's living in Canada. So if you go in the description of this video, you'll find a link. I especially put a link. You can click that and you can get the list of the documents which is required from Canada from your spouse and the document that you have to get collected from here in India. What's going to be the duration of the visa? So this visa is a spouse dependent visa. Supposedly your wife or the spouse who's in Canada has a visa till 2021, maybe June 2021. So the visa which going to be allotted to you will be of the same period. Means June 21 his visa or her visa, and June 21 gonna be your visa. How much can we work in Canada? So it's an open work permit. You're open to work as much as you can. For this particular visa, do we need to hire some lawyers, some immigration consultants and all that? So to this, my answer to everyone is you don't need it. The application process is very simple. If you wish, you can do it. But if in case find it a bit tough, you can hire somebody. Okay, so but it's not a mandatory thing that you have to have somebody as a lawyer or something for your application. You can do it of your own even. I've been getting a number of queries from UAE, Dubai, especially, and then getting it from Bangladesh, getting it from Nepal and Sri Lanka also, and some part of some other countries of Asia also. So they have been writing to us if in case they wish to know details or they wish to apply through some of the consultants sitting in Canada, or maybe in fact through me even. So can they? So the answer to this is yes. In very recent times, we have taken application of applicants who have been in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal also, and a different part of the country that we have an office in India. So we have an office in Chandigarh, and we have been dealing with clients from different part of it. And the services which are being given to them is totally online, so they have never visited our office. We, as if I've mentioned that we have been doing such applications, so we have a very clear hand onto it. So there's a team of like huge team that's working on this. So I don't think so. If in case you have an application as such, we are very good in that. So if in case you are from some other country or some other place which is not near to my place that you cannot visit us, you can write us. We'll get you an online solution done for this. Do every application get an interview call from High Commission? There have been a number of applications where they haven't asked for an interview. But yes, there are a couple of wherein the Canadian High Commission have asked for an interview, a physical interview, and they have been called to the High Commission. The interview is very simple. It's only thing that whatever the things and the details that you have mentioned in the application, they might need to get it cross-verified. So I think you're going to be the right fellow who's going to be answering it. So if in case you get a situation as such wherein you have been called for an interview, please don't worry. And again, coming to that, in the description link, if you see where I have mentioned the documents, the required documents from your spouse and what you're going to be collecting, there's another sheet there where I have mentioned some sample of the question which could be asked. Next is that everybody is asking for the documentation requirement for this particular visa. See, there is a generic list of the documents that I have mentioned in the subscription list, and there's a link of it. But there are still a couple of documents which are required, which you should put in your application, and they are the documents which are basically as per the profile of the client. So every client has a different profile. Every candidate has a different profile. Like somebody is an agriculturist, someone might be working in IT field, somebody is working in a government organization, somebody has a business. So you have a different kind of profile basically. So those documents cannot be listed and written. They are a bit of kind like tailor-made documents. So if you have any such kind of query, we have been making such videos in the past, even have been uploading to this channel. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe it right now, and along with this, please click to that bell button so that next time whenever we have a video uploaded to our YouTube channel, you get a notification to it. Please like this, share this so that other people, they do get this information on the fastest way. Thank you very much.